My dear friends, clause. This is the topic what we have learned in our previous video, and there we have seen the introduction of main clause and subordinate clause. My dear friends, why we should learn about the clause? The first objective is you have to solve some questions in your activity sheet into the examination hall. So let us see which kind of questions will be there. At first, in the question number first, you have to add subordinate clause to the given main clause, and in the textual activity there will be some questions related to the grammar, in which part there will be questions to identify the main clause and subordinate clause. So my dear friends, let us see which type of questions will appear into your activity sheet and how you can identify main clause and subordinate clause. Good morning friends. In our previous video we have learned about clause. We have discussed about its introduction, main clause and subordinate clause. Today we will move further with the topic clause. My dear friends, we have seen that main clause and subordinate clause, independent and dependent clause. So to make it more clear with you, we should discuss about simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. Let us see what is a simple sentence. My dear friends, a simple sentence contains a subject, a verb and a most basic thing which make it a sentence, a complete thought. Okay, a subject, a verb and a complete thought. All these three essential things make a group of words a simple sentence, and this simple sentence refers to a main clause which is independent because of having its own subject, its verb and a complete thought. These all things make a simple sentence independent or main clause. See example, she waited for the train. She waited for the train. Subject, verb and complete meaning. Why she had waited. So she waited for the train, and this is a complete sentence and this is a main clause or independent clause. Now we should talk about compound sentences. Okay? Two compound sentences are that kind of sentences which are made up of two independent clauses. Simple sentences, main clause, and compound sentences are made up of two independent clauses. Let us see how. Connected with coordinating conjunctions. Okay, two independent clause, just like this. Two independent clause are connected with a coordinated conjunction, and this forms a compound sentences. So let us see how. Here is the example. She waited for the train but the train was late. She waited for the trains. We have seen earlier that it is a simple sentence and a main clause. It is a independent or main clause. Okay, and here but the train was late, but it is connected with the but the train was late. The train was late, it itself a simple sentence and refers to an independent clause. So both are independent clauses, but joined with the help of but has connected two independent clauses, and so this is a compound sentence. Okay, so now you can identify main clause and subordinate clause. Subordinate clause is not essential to be always dependent to the simple clause. It may be an independent also. Example is compound sentence. Now we will see the complex sentence. My dear viewers, let's see what are complex sentences. In clause, we must know the complex sentences, compound sentences, because in the introduction of clause we have seen that main clause and subordinate clauses are dependent clauses. Then what are these dependent clauses? Let us see. Complex sentences are made up of an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So my dear friends, in compound sentences we have seen that there are two parts and both the parts are simple sentences which are independent, but in complex sentences there are again two parts, but one part is independent which is main clause and second part is dependent which forms the complex sentence, and this is subordinate clause. So what is the feature of dependent clause? Dependent clauses cannot stand alone as a sentence, but they can be added to main clause to form a complex sentences. Just see the example. This is the person who promised me a job. This is the person. This is a simple and independent sentence and it is main clause. While who promised me a job? Promised me a job is joined to this independent clause with who, and promised me a job, this portion cannot stand as a complete sentence. Promised me a job. This is totally incomplete thought and dependent to this. That's why this is dependent clause and it known as subordinate clause, joined to the main clause with the help of this WH word, which is who. My dear friend, there are some confusion with the joining word which are begins with WH words. So just think, this is the person what promised me a job. If I place here what, then it will be totally wrong, because for the person the WH word is who and what is not correct. So for person we use who, for place we use where, for noun we use what. Such type what we use to form WH question, which WH word we uses, such in the same way we use that WH words here to join the dependent clause to the independent clause, subordinate clause to the main clause. But when you will write in your examination, you have to write main clause and subordinate clause. Then when the subordinate clause starts with the WH words, you do not need to insert their question mark. This is the common fault making some students. So my dear friends, be careful that when we are talking about clauses, their WH words are not interrogative words, they are connecting words. They are joining conjunctions. They are not interrogation word, and you do not need to insert their question mark when you are answering, when you are separating main clause to the subordinate clause. Okay, so now I hope you can understand that how you will find out main clause and subordinate clause, dependent clause and independent clause in the given statements, and you can write it properly. Let us see examples. Pick out the main clause and subordinate clause from the following sentences. When he had finished his work, he sat down on the highest step. We have to pick out main clause and subordinate clause from this given statement. Main clause is he sat down on the highest step, and subordinate clause is when he had finished his work. So my dear friends, you can see that here is not question mark in the end of when he had finished his work. In this way, you have to solve questions related to identification of main clause and subordinate clause. So all the best for that. Thank you.